we are live, so here we are. So, last we left off, the group returned from their mission of rooting out any inside like enemies within the legions and everything. They came across a unusual entity which had a crystal, and they gave said crystal to the head priest of the Temple of Apollo, and they all went back to the little shack where they are holding up for now, and the group had various situations. I know Layla had a very big, important revelation, and she is now going to be doing whatever she is going to be doing along with anybody else, because I would assume someone wants to do something. So for this, we're going to put on hold of Layla's thing so we could get more of what would Scalp and Bramble be doing.
Okay. That's
So, Bramble, what would you have been doing since you finished with the group with routing out the evil within the Legion? What are you gonna be doing when you returned back to 18 Port? Are you gonna do anything specific, or you're just gonna go straight back to the shack and just do other things?
I don't know.
I know you were doing some research on the fog or mist entity. Do you want to do more research on that? See what you could learn among the locals again, or something else?
Be able to resolve that? Sure, why not?
Okay, so so you go to the docks. So you go back to the docks section, the dock district, to see what you can learn and everything. Roll a investigation check for me.
No problem.
Ooh, okay.
Oh boy.
I would say due to
Wait.
what, yeah, I would say due to what happened in the woods and dealing with the legions and the evil cults or whatever that's infiltrated the legion, and then having that whole encounter with this strange entity. Okay. Um.
Cry!
Okay. As I was saying, that you were a bit disturbed. So you were not able to focus or ask the correct questions since you were a bit shell shocked from that whole encounter. So you don't manage to gain any information that is relative to what you're seeking.
Alright.
But you could, if you want, you could double down. You could roll another investigation, but you would have it with disadvantage.
You know what? I'm not going to give up that easily.
Okay, roll me another investigation.
Alright.
And remember, you have disadvantage.
I remember.
9. Do you have any bonuses to add to your investigation?
I was trying to see that.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, it's a +3 with your investigation, so yeah, so it's 6 + 3, so got it. Okay, so
Mm, yeah.
I would say with this,
Okay.
yeah, so you
Oh well.
managed to at least get one important situation, no, not situation, piece of information, sorry, piece of information about this entity, in within the fog or whatever that you encountered. Um, all of these, events relating to this only occurs at midnight, uh, on a dusk full moon.
Hmm. Okay.
So yeah, is that all?
Um. Well, how long does that take? I mean,
Uh,
what time is it anyway?
no, no.
I'm so
Okay,
lost.
so the okay, so that dusk full, so like basically, if I'm following the lunar calendar specifically, I think like once every month or twice, uh, twice once a month. No, twice every month. There is the occurrence of a full moon. So you would need to make a survival or a nature check or whatever to see if you could discern when the next full moon will occur.
All right.
So
I'll
you could.
make a survival check. I'll consult some lunar charts.
Okay. Okay, damn. Okay. You discern that you recognize that the next full moon will occur 1 week from today.
Sure. Let me write that down then. Where can I? Oh wait, there's a spot for this.
So it occurs at every full moon at dusk. So yeah, is that all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you return back to the shack.
Yep.
Okay. Also, when you were not here, I've been playing your character how I think you would play it. Uh, Whenever you spent arrows, you have to uh like like knock off. Like say you have 15 arrows, you shoot one arrow, you remove one, and you now have 14. I didn't do that because I would say that you would have your arrows returned to you at the end because I didn't want to be
Mm-hmm.
unfair. So yeah. So yeah,
Fair enough.
you return back to the shack and everything. Um, Scalp, what are you gonna be doing?
Well,
Well, well, not you specifically, but what would your character Phaedra be doing?
I'd probably be seeing if I could try to gather as much information I can on this prison in Ferrum.
Okay, that would be kind of difficult since this is mostly a Yaren cultured port. You might have better chance if you were back in Haven's Cove or if you're at the capital of Kiron, but you could do an you could do an investigation or you could do a history check,
Hmm.
but you would have disadvantage since again this is more of a Yaren cultured city, so they would not have as much information on Firham uh like lore.
Okay. Um, I can probably just put that on hold until we get to a place that might have a little more knowledge.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to do besides that?
No, that's really about all that I really wanted to do.
All right. So you're all back at the shack, and that. So yeah. Layla,
Mm,
what are you gonna do? Can't wait for this. Let me
Again,
I should actually put on the music. I forgot to put on the music.
it's the creepy music.
No, not the creepy music. I'm not that. There we go. Medieval town. There we go. Medieval town. Okay. Okay.
Where was I? Oh yeah, slamming her against the wall and saying, "Where is Sophia?"
So are you grasping her and slamming her against the wall, or you're just like?
Just gently, just pushing her against the wall, not slam. I meant.
Okay. So you do that. Are you rolling intimidation for this?
I will be. Give me a second.
Okay. Okay, 19. Whew. Okay, so as you asked your question, she like eyes widen and everything, and like, what? I don't know where she is. I swear to you. I swear to you. I don't know where she is.
Liar! You tell me where she is. Where is the? I know that she's here on the island. I know that you know that you most likely know where the location is. Where is that goddamn Ferrum Black site on this island? Where they're keeping her.
Ferrum Black. Wait. What? I'm not aware of any black sites. The only thing I am aware of was the project, she whispers, about you and your sister. And how it came to be. But that is all I know. I don't know anything else about what.
Bullshit. What else do you know?
I swear to you, I don't know anything else.
Where? Me.
Um,
Damn it. I was afraid this was gonna happen.
let me see. You could tell that she is being quite,
She's still gonna interrogate her because she's
yeah.
just frustrated.
You could tell, with your insight check, you could tell that she's being truthful to your knowledge of what truthful could be to your meaning. So yeah.
So you knew about the project, did you?
I am aware. I was informed. But I swear to you that that's all I know. I don't know anything else.
Did you know they made me forget?
I did not know that they made you forget. I did not know.
Right? Not remembering the ones you loved. Almost as if always having dreams of someone, but you can't quite put your finger on it. It was quite horrid, and you better not be holding any fucking secrets from me. Because if I find out, ooh, you know what will happen. You know what will happen if I find out you're lying to me. Only she can see this illusion.
Oh boy,
And
what's
it's
this illusion?
You remember the incident in that bio? The child at one of the children dying.
Oh boy. Okay. So you're only showing this image of her of this, right? You're only showing her of this?
Yes.
Okay. She like you could hear there was no breath from her, but she just gulps. And she just says, "Look, all I know is that they use a specific DNA strand to make you, okay? But I swear to you, I don't know anything else on that. I know it was an ancient DNA strand of a powerful tiefling, okay? That's all I know, and everything else that you know, I know up to speed, okay? I swear to you, Layla, I swear to you. I don't know anything.
G-
But if you believe that there
GM,
is a supposed black site, I will do everything in my power to help you locate it. You have my
fine.
word."
GM above game. I'm sorry, but I'll be right back.
Oh boy.
Yeah, help someone with something.
Alright, it's okay. Was getting into it.
Bad time,
So-
but be right back.
So yeah, about that. What does my character know about any of this? As an alchemist from Firam.
Since you was in the court, you could make a history check if you want. See if you recall anything. Damn. Okay. From what you recall from your workings within the court as the alchemist, you overheard some talks amongst the halls and the libraries about a supposed secret project that the AED was developing, and the AED is the Arcana Enforcement Department, and they are basically the magical police that investigate magic related crimes. So yeah. And you do recall that there was some incidents and that they had to shut the project down due to those incidents. You don't know much about this. But are you overhearing what this is happening?
No, I just wanted to know what my character would actually know. As an alchemist from Firam specifically.
Okay, no, because if you wanted to know that, then I would have to say that, hey, you would have to make a perception check to see if you overhear this, and then see if you could do your whole history check and everything. So, yeah. No worries, no worries. But yeah. You would know some of it, but like I said, this was more like a secret black project. So you don't know much, but you did hear rumors of it, and that you know that it was kind of legit, since it was coming from the AED, which is quite a renowned department within the Faerham kingdom.
Okay. Because creating life with alchemy would be a useful thing for a government to possess.
You could say that maybe some of the projects that you were part of could be semi-related. Like I said, you were tasked to do some strange things of potions and everything, but mostly healing potions that you were
Yep.
contracted to do from the AED. So,
Creating life in general is more than just military applications.
indeed.
Agricultural, they're obviously military ones. Creating combat chimera.
Oh yes, chimeras. You have not yet faced one of those. Ooh, can't wait.
There's also all the abominations which are said to be made by wizards.
Yes.
Just in the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Yeah, especially the owl bear. So you don't know if the owl bear was crafted or not. That is something.
Even in Dungeons and Dragons lore, they don't know if the owlbear was crafted or not.
So yeah. I'll walk you start. I'll walk you start right now. But yeah. Is there anything that I do recall that you were doing the specifics of the translation of the the book that you found, and you were translating it for Adrian and everything, using the tablet and everything. That I know you would. That I know you were doing.
Yeah, I was less interested in it than Adrian was.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm just saying in order to figure out, because like Adrian's not here, Layla had to do something, so we are kind of like in the dark right now.
Yeah, my interest is just wrapping this whole section up so we can get going while trying to get as much money as possible, because money.
Indeed. So yeah.
Okay, well, we can't discuss what we're going to be doing, so the next adventure day is going to be the big everyone left in the army interrogation, right?
Yes, basically they were doing all investigations into that throughout the entirety of the day. They said they were gonna handle it for the day, and that means you had the day to do whatever you wanted to do, so you could do that. I guess, do you have any specific, we could discuss any specific plans that you guys want to do on your 1 day downtime activity while we wait.
Were Autumn and June still in town, or are they?
No, they're still in town. They said they were gonna be in town for quite a while, and then they were gonna leave. Why? What are you planning?
Nothing really per se. I was just, I was kind of maybe wanting to find out a little bit more about how they knew me so well, or at least I guess it was Autumn that knew me.
Indeed.
Maybe just kind of wander around town and see if I can't stumble upon her again, or maybe, just go to a eatery or a tavern or something to see if I can't find her, just to maybe just bump into her by chance again.
Well, you do know where she is, where she's staying. You do know that.
Her hotel, yeah. Maybe I can kind of just go and hang out kind of in the vicinity of the hotel just to see if I happen to see her come out, or maybe where she may be headed.
Yeah.
Without actually having to like go up to her room again and try to talk to her.
Indeed. It's a rocky start this session. I mean, like, everybody's getting back into the swing of things. That's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry it took so long.
Okay, no, it's okay. So,
I was helping with groceries, so.
no, it's fine. It's fine. Bramble had to step away with a family situation, so that's okay. So yeah, getting back to your interrogation. Uh, so Shala just said that she would do whatever she can to help you locate this supposed black site that you believe is on this island. She is going to do this, and she swears to you that she is going to help you.
Where? Have you done anything else against? Have you betrayed me in any way?
She
Oh.
says, "No, no, I have not done anything to betray you, Sophia. No, Layla.
What?
Sorry.
Layla.
Right. Ugh. Getting the freaking names mixed up. Layla, she says, I swear to you, I have not done anything to deceive or hurt you or harm you.
Can you repeat what she knew about the project again? I think that line was interrupted.
Yeah. So, she was saying that she was aware of the project, and she was aware of what the DNA strands was being used to craft you. So she said that the main DNA strand to make you, which was tiefling and everything, said it was from an ancient strand of a very powerful tiefling. But that's all she knew.
Layla just lets her go. Fine. You can tell she's extremely upset, but she ends up leaving. I need some time to air. I need some air. But I'll let you know one thing. You're on very thin ice with me. And I will.
And she
Yes.
leaves
Yes, she leaves.
and goes outside. And unbeknownst to you, she just slumps down the wall, utterly, like, terrified right now. She is terrified.
She's not terrified yet. I guess, is it still night or?
It was I think it was like I said, you guys went to bed around, I can't say, around maybe 9 or something. And so, yeah, 4 hours have went by, so it's kind of early in the morning right now.
Early in the morning. would I still be able to get a long rest in?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So
good, because I'm about
no,
to
no,
waste.
because like the first thing was Adrian went on first watch, I
I
believe.
mean, I mean a long rest after what I'm about to do. Waste a bunch of spell slots.
Yeah. Yeah. You could do that. You could totally do that.
Right. The entire force around this what
Shack.
was it shack is
Yeah.
about to be decimated. Fireball with sorcery points turned to thunder damage.
What are you doing?
Venting out my frustration.
But not on the shack.
No, on the surrounding forest.
Okay, so on the ground and everything. Okay, got it. So, how many spell slots do you spend?
Let's see. There's the one level 3 spell slot I have left, and then I have to convert. Oh, let's see. How many converted all my level 2 spell slots, which is 3 of them, and turning them into level 3s, which would be, we'll just say 4 thunder. I guess fireballs turn to thunder damage.
Jesus. Okay, you do that, and
It just sounds like a very violent thunderstorm.
yeah. So, Phaedra, Ama, Nail, you all wake up by the sounds of explosions and thunder and everything. That is actually very close by from the shack. You guys wake up immediately. What do you do?
I'm gonna grab my sword and run to the window and see what's going on.
Make a perception check. And it is still kind of dark out, so I would assume that you do have dark vision.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so you can see in the dark.
Okay.
It sounds like thunder, right?
Thunder and explosions.
I'm gonna put in earplugs and go back to sleep.
Okay, Emma, what are you doing? Okay, make a perception check. Is something wrong with your mic? Oh, okay. Got it. So just make a perception check. To see if you could see anything out the window. Okay. Okay. So, Phaedra, Elma, you look outside and you see Layla just casting spells wildly out in the open, and Elma, you could tell by your keen eyesight that Layla is very angered, annoyed, frustrated. She is just upset. She is visibly upset, and she's just, I guess, throwing a tantrum, if you would, with spells. So that is the scene you see. You guys gonna do anything, or you're just going to ignore it and go back to sleep.
I just yell out the window, "Ahoy there, is everything okay?"
He doesn't hear you, he just hears screams of anger. And more explosions.
Explosions and thunder. um, does the discharge have a target?
Nothing at the house, nothing at the shack, just the surrounding forest.
Uh, or is it,
The-
or is it akin to a? She's just visibly just like hitting like the empty vacant area around the shack. So
The shack will be fine.
yeah. So basically she's shooting like around here, like shooting off in the distance and everything, and just hitting like nothing. She's just wanting to like release her inner like just her inner rage and temperament right now. So nothing is visibly being targeted. She's just aiming wildly at the, you know, empty frontier in front of her. So yeah.
Okay, well I'm just gonna try to settle back in then.
Okay. Make a. Would this constitute as a constitution or a wisdom? Seeing that you're trying to get some sleep, I'll say make a constitution save. Or check to see if you could focus and go back to
She
sleep
wouldn't,
without being.
she wouldn't do this more than like 15 minutes.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, scratch that. So
Okay,
after
yeah,
15 minutes, she stops. Okay, so Emma says, "Could you calm down? What's the problem?"
She's too far away and doesn't give a shit. The
Okay.
answer.
Okay. So yeah, she is far away. Okay. So after 15 minutes, she stops and you all go back to sleep.
Yes.
Okay. Layla, are you going to go back in the shack and sleep, or are you just going to...
She takes a moment to sit a while in the no man's land she has created. She walks, then she returns to the shack.
Okay, and takes a long rest. So,
Yeah.
so everybody wakes up around, I would say, 8 and 9, while Layla is sleeping in because she expanded some spell slots, so she's taking a long rest. So she is probably going to sleep in until maybe 12, maybe 1 o'clock. I don't know. It depends on when Layla wants to wake up.
She doesn't care. She's a heavy sleeper. She'll sleep as long as she wants.
Okay, so yeah. So everybody is awake. So you now have a 1 day downtime until you will be requested to go back to the Temple of Apollo to meet with the priest and the other priests and the guy in charge of the Legion and everything. So yeah, what are you guys gonna do on this day? What are you guys wanting to do?
I'm gonna brew a potion.
Okay, so you're gonna brew it inside the shack?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Where do you...
I'm gonna go over to the table because it's a table.
Okay, so... Okay, wait. Okay, so this is the roll plus your guidance plus your modifier, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
Okay. Roll a 1d. I think a 1d4, right? A 1d4. Sweet. Okay. And since you rolled, I would say, like around average. You just make 3 potions. You don't like lose one or gain an extra one. You just make 3.
Okay.
And I would say while you are making the potions, you could see that the children are peeking through the doorway here, looking at you making the potions.
Well, since it takes 8 hours to make potions, I'm gonna be here for like all day.
Okay, they just peek to see what you're doing and everything, and then they just go back over here playing and whatever. And the girl over here, she kind of like walks through here and just sits down to read. So yeah, so you're doing that. Phaedra, you said you wanted to go and see where Autumn is, right?
Mm-hmm. Before I start making my way over there, I'm gonna see if I can't change my appearance a little bit,
Okay.
and maybe see if I can't just try to take the appearance of maybe somebody that I passed by just like walking in town there
Okay,
that I know.
so you're going into town right now,
Mhm.
and you go to an alleyway, and you're going to disguise yourself, and you're then going to go to
Kind of
yeah,
over near where her hotel was. I believe it was the
Flowers Cove Inn.
yeah. And then just kind of hang out in that vicinity. Not necessarily staking the door out, but just kind of milling around, kind of just trying to be inconspicuous in the area there.
And keep an eye on where Autumn would go, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a stealth check to see if you could just blend in.
Let's see.
16? Okay. You managed to blend in quite fine. What disguise did you go with?
Just I was just gonna see if I could find somebody that I had passed on my way from the cabin up to this point.
Yeah, you do see some people, humans.
And just pick one at random there that I know that I won't encounter on this other side of town.
Yeah.
Somebody that's maybe sitting down in an alleyway, or somebody that's
Yeah.
just
Yeah. I'm allowing you to describe how you want the human to look, because like,
okay.
I mean, it's a human. You get
Yeah, just a male.
Okay.
Average height, peasant looking type.
All right.
Common folk.
Common folk, got it. Basically, a common folk guy who might not, who would definitely stand out in the upper district, basically.
Yeah, maybe like a tradesman or something that's.
All right. Okay, so you blend in and make a perception check. Okay.
Let's see. I don't know if I get any. I don't think I get very many pluses on that. No.
Okay. What? So it's 6 plus your.
Let's see. Perception.
Oh, yeah, you have a -1 to perception.
Yeah, it's not. I didn't think I had any pluses.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you don't see anything. You don't see anyone coming out that is autumn or June. So yeah, you don't see anyone coming out of the people you are looking for. While you're doing that, Elma, what are you gonna be doing? So you want to go ask Layla. Okay. Okay. Let me do a quick thing here. Let me just see if he is active right now, because I know he's doing things. Just wanting to check. So yeah, until he gets back, we'll continue with Phaedra, and when Ghost get back, we'll do your thing. So Phaedra, roll another perception check to see if you could locate or keep an eye out.
Okay. A little
16.
better.
Okay, that's a bit better. So you're looking. You do notice Autumn and June uh at the counter of the inn that they're in, through the window that you're peering, that you're looking through across the street and everything, I presume. You see that they're talking, and you see them exit the inn, and they are actually heading towards they're heading towards the east ward. So they're heading towards the east ward over here, like the intersection between the trade and the east ward.
Okay. I'll just kind of just gonna try to make just try to loosely follow them, kind of a roundabout way. Kind of just go over, kind of make my way over toward this area as well.
Okay, so repeat that, sorry.
Just gonna try to loosely follow them.
Okay. Make a stealth check. Okay, you're walking, and you can like trip and like stumble into some barrels, and the barrels kind of like fall to the floor, to the ground, and causes a noise. And Autumn immediately turns her head, and she just sees you, and you stumbling in, like in the area and everything. She just narrows her eyes, and then like shakes her head and like and walks away. She thinks that you are not following her yet. She thinks that you just tripped and stumbled into something which caused a noise.
Okay.
Layla, so Emma asked you, given that you seemed so angry yesterday night, what exactly happened? You generally don't seem the type to fling mystic energy about for no reason.
Ooh. Needed to vent out a very, very pent up frustration. Not every day you find out you had a sister that people made you forget about. It's not every day that and it's not every day that you find out she's somewhere on this island, and you have no one who you can trust, and the person who you thought could give you answers has no answers to give. So, my little no man's land is just a work of art out of anger and sorrow.
Okay, so Emma responds, "Oh, believe me, I understand the feeling. I too had sisters before my name was stripped from me," Emma says, then pauses to consider the carnage. "If I may make a suggestion, though, I am told scorch marks are very disruptive to the fungi, or, feng shui of a
Feng
place."
shui.
Oh, feng shui. Thank you. Feng shui of a place. even one like this shack?
Jack was fine. I only destroyed the outskirts. But as... Thank you for your advice. I... You said they were stripped from you. In what way?
I caused a small incident between my family in the pursuit of an investigation. One I haven't finished, actually. It eventually grew to tear my family apart, so I am banished, in a sense, and in so doing, took on the name of No One.
My separation was not exactly as noble as yours, but an incident did result in my separation from my sister. On top of that, they thought I was going a bit too dangerous. I haven't seen her in years. I've only know about her now because our mental link reestablished. Spoke to each other last night. And I took out my frustration at being lied to. To be fair, I found that out before I left your Baron and the agency behind. That they have been lying to me. They have been keeping my memory the first press. But I didn't know she was still alive. I didn't know she was here. I just fled here because it was a place that was safe, far away from them, and still had reasonable civilization. But now, I need to find it. And I'm going to torture every forum agent I find in this city, which there are. They always have agents here. I'll have to figure out where they are, but memory serves me right. They should be where they should be in places where many um, travel through, but don't like to mention to others about. One of them has to know the black site that's hidden somewhere on this island.
Not to intrude on your plans of torture and maiming, but perhaps I may offer you assistance without said actions. I am an investigator, after all.
He incites you.
Are you being truthful, Emma? She is being very truthful.
He looks puzzled for a moment. Why help me, though? You barely know me.
Consider it simply that I have empathy for your situation. I imagine you would like to get to know this sister as I would like to get to know mine.
He looks down for a minute, then looks back up. All right, then. I'm not entirely sure where to start, but thank you. There's
You good over there, Scalp?
Yeah.
Okay. Just, you're kinda breathing, sorry, oddly a bit. So like I was thinking, oh, does he have a stuffed nose or it's okay. Sorry.
fell asleep.
Oh.
Nah.
Simply pass me leads as we go along. You're welcome.
All right, then. I'll have to take a walk downtown for a little bit. I think that will be it for that scene.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. It's good. So getting back to Phaedra. Uh, so you stumbled and everything, caused a scene, but you were able to make it look like that you were not following her, that you were just simply going down the street and you just tripped. So you continue to follow at a safe distance,
Yes.
making us a stealth check.
I think I am +4 to stealth, but it's still an 8.
Yep. So you go and you think you're being sneaky. You think you're being sneaky. Just blending in and everything. Until um you are approached by a beggar girl who pesters you for money. She kind of like has her hands out, like extending it, just wanting some money and everything.
I just wave her off.
Uh, okay,
So I have no money.
okay, you wave her off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she begins to cry, and out of nowhere, several large men emerge from a side street. Uh, and they claim to be her family, and they are accusing you of molesting the girl, and they demand compensation. And a crowd, an unsympathetic crowd, begins to gather, and the city watch is nowhere in sight.
Hmm.
This is this is escalated quickly.
so I reach into my coin purse and I pull out 10 gold and hand it to him and tell him that's all that I have. Sorry for the confusion. I didn't molest your sister. I think you've obviously got some kind of scam going on. So here's 10 gold. This is all that I have. Now beat it.
Okay. He kind of looks at you and he kind of like holds you by the collar. You think 10 gold's gonna be enough for compensation for my little girl, for my little sister being freaking semi-molested by you, huh, punk? He kind of like holds you by the scruff.
Mm. And where are we at actually? Are we kind of still like in the, you said near the, like say alleyway or?
Yeah, you're kind of like I would say like around like maybe here or so of this entire confrontation that's happening with you and this person.
Okay.
You do actually notice that the blonde sun elf is actually looking, and she kind of like has her hand over her mouth like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening type situation.
Well, I'm gonna try to just, I'm gonna kind of fall back into the alleyway a little further away from the elves.
the
Line of sight.
the guy is holding you
Oh,
by
he
the
still got me.
yeah, and he was intimidating you, so roll an insight check to see if you could save against this, if he's being serious, or it's entirely up to you what you want to do
Okay.
with this situation. What is this for?
For insight. Let's see if
Uh,
I get any.
You could tell he is being deadly serious. That he is kind of like he doesn't mind if he has to resort to like roughing you up a bit.
Okay. Well, at this point, I'm just gonna try to grab his hands and basically try to get him to let go of me, and I'm not gonna hold back on any of my strength. I'm just gonna let him
Okay, make
know that I'm
a
serious too.
okay, make a contested strength check to see if you can break out. Damn. Okay, you managed to break out of his grip and he says, "Why, you little? Are you going to run? Are you going to run away?"
Uh, yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna kind of, if I can get out of there without,
Losing sight of Autumn and June.
or just whichever way is quickest, just to get out of that. If I either way out of that alley, if I can go out of it without having to fight the three guys, that's probably what I'll do.
Actually, no, it's not three guys. It's two.
Just the two.
Yeah, just two large men and the little girl.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna take the guy and I'm gonna pick him up by the scruff
Oh.
and put him up against the wall and tell him to kick rocks down the road and take his little sister with him.
First, make a strength check to see if you could pull off this feat of strength, and then roll an intimidation. 20 for the strength. Okay, you managed to like pick him up by the scruff, and okay, roll me the intimidation. 12. Okay, let me roll for insight to see if this guy is willing to go. Oh. I do know in a save that if it's a tie, the person that saves succeeds. Correct? I'm gonna assume so.
Yes.
Okay. So the guy kind of looks at you and like he says, "Oh yeah, make me."
Okay. Well, I tell him it's a pretty good scam you and your sister have going here. How many times have you pulled this off today?
Are you legit asking him?
Yeah.
You are in the crowd, still in the crowd.
Okay.
So like you're telling it to this guy, and then you just see the other man with the little girl and everything, and it says scam. We're just out here doing some shopping.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell him. I say, well, I'm gonna leave now. If you lay your hands on me again, it's gonna be the last time you ever do that. And I'm gonna turn to walk away.
Okay, so you let him go.
Yeah. Kind of just drop him or push him back a little bit, and then tell him, that's enough. I'm turning to walk away.
Are you going away from the two elves, or are you going in the same direction and you're gonna make a turn and wait until they walk away? June and Autumn.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of try to come and make, just kind of put some distance between myself and the crowd. Maybe like put myself along the way that the elves may return back to their hotel at some point.
Okay, so you're going back to the inn. You're going back to the inn. You're going back to the Flowers Cove Inn.
Yeah, just kind of there in that little general area.
Okay. Okay. You do that. You do that. Several hours go by. Nothing happens for a couple of hours. Until you do see Autumn and June return, and you see them with both with baskets. They left and they didn't have baskets when they left, but now that they're returning, they have baskets.
Mm.
And they are going back to their inn, and so yeah, they're back at their inn. What are you gonna do?
And they had went to where was it? They had went over here.
So
It was the tavern, or was it?
no, okay, so the two elves went like to the trade district and Eastwood.
Oh,
They,
okay.
they were heading there, and I was saying like along like around here. But because of that whole scuffle that you had, you went back here, and it's been several hours now, and they now return and they head back in their inn.
Okay.
And when they left, you noticed that they didn't have anything with them. But now that they returned, they are both carrying baskets, like the arm type basket where flowers or bread is in and everything, and it is covered, so you can't see what's the contents in the basket.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna make my way back toward the shack for now.
Okay,
Leave well enough alone for today.
got it. Okay. Uh. So that's it. Okay. I am just going to assume what everybody else is going to be doing. So I would say Adrian is going to be doing research in the book because I have not heard anything from him. And Elma is also going to be doing their own research and everything. So yeah. Uh, so yeah, everybody is within the shack.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's been a couple of hours, but you managed to make your potions, blah blah blah. And so yeah, what are you guys gonna do now?
Like, how much time is left before the end of the day?
Since everybody woke up at 8, and you kind of like woke up like semi around that time. And since it's been a couple of hours, I would say maybe 4, maybe 5 o'clock p.m. in the day right now. And I believe you have 2, maybe 3 more days, I am thinking, until the Duchess arrives.
Mm. Well, in my time, I want to do some investigation downtown to find your Fairlawn spies.
Okay, okay. So, we could do that. Where do you want to look specifically? Indicate
Well,
with the marker. Indicate.
we'll start with is there a town marketplace?
Yeah, so there's the trade district here, and this is like the open area where there are vendors, stalls, entertainment that is happening within the square. So there's that, and then you have the whole trade district over here.
I think we'll start here.
Okay.
I'm-
Okay. So yeah. So you're looking for any signs of spies or anything. So
Yeah.
so you can either make a perception or an investigation check.
Investigation. God, like, the luck. I hate it.
Okay, you rolled a nat 1,
I got
but then you
distracted.
get a
with-
natural 20. That is literally the most bizarre roll I have ever seen in my
I think
lifetime.
that's happened once or twice to me, and that's just roll 20 telling me go fuck myself.
Okay.
Let's see how this failed.
Okay, so you look um so you're looking around trying to like use your investigation skills from your AED days. Um however, you can't pick up anything because everything is yarn. There's no trace of Fearham, even if someone would blend in or pass as a yarn. Um, you can't exactly put your tongue because you haven't done any investigation type situations in a long time since you left the AED. Like, it's been a couple of years, so you're a bit rusty, so you can't pick up on anything. And people are mostly just looking at you. You're just standing there, just like daydreaming as they are thinking that you're just doing that, and you're just standing there looking like a dullard.
Mm. Damn, this is what's going to be. Oh, I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but this is. Damn,
And here
it
he
sucks not
is.
having. It's not. It sucks not having poorly paid interns do the hard work for you. Mm. But there's so many nice things to buy. No, must find agents to torture. Then again, why am I doing this? I have a poorly, well, investigator to do the hard work for me. Why am I doing this? She returns back, going to. God,
Where you going? You're going back to the shack?
yes, as a I
Irma.
Emma to help.
Okay, so you're asking Irma to accompany you to the same spot.
No, not the same spot. We'll try a different place. We'll try
within the trade district over here.
yes.
Okay. Okay, and I am checking Irma's sheet to see if they
Adrian.
have.
What are you doing?
And yes, they have investigation. So you would have advantage with the investigation. And what?
Yes.
That is not Adrian. That is Nail.
Yeah, it's Neil.
Sorry.
So okay, so before anything, Adrian, recap. So Layla interrogated Shala. Some lore drop for Layla is acquired. We also got some lore drop, not with Irma's investigation within that fog entity that you guys encountered at Walkfall Hill, like at the Walkfall Field pillar or Walkfall Field. So they learned something interesting about that. Nail is just doing nail. He's making more potions of healing. So yeah, and Layla is now doing her own investigations, and Phaedra was attempting to do her own investigations, but ultimately failed. So yeah, what are you doing? Because I was saying that you were doing some research within the book, so yeah.
Okay. Does he find after he's finished like reading the finding out about how to make the force blade, he'll look into the other stuff in the book, other
Uh,
information.
and that information will be about the whole history and about this supposed entity known as the Deceiver.
Yeah.
Okay. What specifically are you wanting to know?
I guess more about the deceiver, just in case, because that sounds dangerous. So he's gonna try to learn more about the deceiver.
From within a single book.
Yeah.
Make a, if you want, make a investigation check.
I forgot to take out my character sheet. Just 1 second.
It's okay. Take your time. It's a bit rusty
Uh,
today. It's a bit rusty today.
3.
If you look at Layla's roll, it is so amazing of how
Yeah.
that happened. Okay, so
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
yeah, okay, so you just can't find any relative information because there is not much known about the Deceiver because it's a mystery. The only thing that you know is that this individual is responsible for manipulating and causing and sowing chaos among the ancient civilization that this article and book belong to. So
Mm.
yeah, nothing more on that. Um, except for like it disguised in it's disguised as a familiar voice and everything, and yada 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 from last session. But yeah, that's the only thing you managed to get. No
It disguises
tells.
as familiar voice.
Yeah, it disguises or like manipulates or like talks to you with a familiar voice. So like maybe like talks to you with the voice of your mother, or talks with the voice of your brother, or your father, your best friend, your lover, and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the only information you managed to get from last session, which was the last time you were looking at the book. But the only thing you get from this was not a lot, because not a lot is known about this individual, the Deceiver. You don't know much.
Mm-hmm. Thinking back on what's how she's talking to your sister. Does it say anything as disguising itself as a loved one? Just
Ghost,
Yes.
did you
hello?
did you tell Adrian
I'm sorry, you're cutting out.
me? Me? Hang on. Can you hear me now?
He left. He'll
Okay.
probably be.
Yeah, we'll wait until he gets back in. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, sorry, this is my Discord. Yeah, my
Yeah, yeah.
Discord is.
It's okay, okay. So I was asking Layla, did you tell Adrian that you heard your sister's voice?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so Layla did say that, okay, to you, so you could do what you will with that, but you did not ask any follow-up questions with that regard, so there's that.
Yeah, now that he knows about this deceiver, he will ask questions once they meet
Layla
up
gets
again.
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
once Layla gets back. But yeah. Uh is there anything else that Adrian is wanting to do for the time being?
So, what did you find out about the building the blade of force?
Hmm? Say it again?
So, what did he learn about the blade of force? Well, when reading the book again.
Um, okay, sorry. Okay, so in order to craft this weapon, you need the I
The crystal, that crystal.
not the crystal that you found in the thing, but the
Yeah, the black
yeah.
magnemite or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You need the black dusk stone
yeah.
to make this weapon for this enchantments and everything. Because the black dusk stone was mainly primarily used for magical enchantments and crafting for the magical weapons back in the ancient times with
Mhm.
the ancient civilization. So yeah, you're gonna need one of those, but you do have the ability that Ichigo gave you, where you could detect it within a mile.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh shoot! One of my controllers connected to my laptop. And I don't know where that controller is. It's messing with my controls right now.
It's okay.
How
I
is it
can't.
connected?
Bluetooth.
Then go into your Bluetooth and disconnect it from your laptop.
That's the problem. My mouse is not working. Oh, it's because something's pressing the up button on my controller. Hold on, I'll be right back.
No worries.
I can't really mute myself because yeah.
So yeah, getting
Press the
back.
Windows A key.
Okay. So so Layla,
Yes.
getting back to you. So yeah, uh, Emma has investigation, so they are able to help you and give you advantage for any investigation check that you would do.
You want me to roll it again?
Are you could choose to do an investigation or you could do a perception. It is up to you. First, let me check if Emma has perception as a skill. They do have perception, so they have investigation and perception.
I'm back.
So yeah, so you will get advantage either with perception or investigation. It is your choice.
Investigation.
Okay, make the roll.
My God.
Okay.
Rolling too well today. Yeah.
Okay, so Layla, with the aid of Emma, you still have trouble finding any supposed Theorem infiltrator spies or whatever within this 18 port city. With everything going on, you ask around, you try to do listening to the tales of people, but sadly you pick nothing up. And with Emma, they are a bit rusty as well, but they have a bit more experience as well. But with that experience, they have not been able to do it because this was more in Gunkar and not in, well, a civilized big city town like this. So you got nothing except you do know of someone from Firum, but that's all you got. So you are aware that there is someone that is actually from Firham, but that's all you get from your investigation.
I give up for the day.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe you should do what Adrian did and just do like a like roll like 100 d20s just to purge it all.
Yeah, that's what I do. I do that sometimes. Yeah.
So okay, who else was wanting to do something? Phaedra, did you want to do something?
I didn't catch like what the other thing have to do to make the sword. Just the part where I have to get the black shadow crystal.
The black the the black dusk stone. So
Yeah,
yeah.
the black luster.
Yeah. So you need that and you need specific metal.
Mhm.
Okay, but it is called spirit steel, and it is not in this and you never heard of it because it is not of Yaren or Firham.
Mm. I'll try asking the Sheikah Slate if they know about spirit steel.
Spirit steel, yes. So you ask the Singh, and the caretaker pops up and says, "Yes, it is mostly mined within the territories of distorted. That's what you got. Distorted. Um. Distorted. What's the words?
Assorted words.
Distorted words, but like something like inaudible to you, I guess.
Mhm.
Kind of sounded like um there's a word, but it's
Dial
just
tone?
what?
Dial tone?
No, static, distorted, static. So distorted static sounds to you. Thank you. Ugh, I found the word.
No worries.
So yeah, so it's just distorted static and everything. So yeah, that's what you get.
Um.
Question.
Mhm.
So are you talking to this Sheikah Slate? Let me get you the shack map. Are you talking to this thing at the table here, or are you
He'll
doing
just
it?
be like in the corner,
Okay, which quarter?
like this corner. He'll just be over here.
Okay. So that means it's possible someone could overhear you. So that's at that. Okay. So yeah, and since Layla and Bramble, Emma are not there, so they are out of there. Meaning Phaedra and Nail could overhear your conversation with the caretaker.
Yeah.
So yeah, does anyone want to make a perception check to overhear what Adrian is talking about with the caretaker?
He isn't really being trying to be quiet at all.
Okay. So I would ask. Okay, so Nail, you're at the table over there. Where is Phaedra gonna be?
Let's see. I'm kind of just milling about here, just trying to
Remember,
figure out.
I did I did did I? Okay, you can. There we go. Uh. Okay. So I can move it, and you can move your token, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So move your token where you want to be.
I'm just kind of over here, kind of by the fire.
Okay. Okay. So So as this distorted static happens that Adrian doesn't hear, you actually do understand this language and the terminology. So when Adrian got the distorted static, um, hang on. So when he says within the regions of and all of that, you hear it as within the regions of the bamboo steeled forest.
Hmm.
And it's only heard by Phaedra.
Okay, having heard that, I might kind of just kind of come in and have a seat and just kind of perk my ears up a little bit, see if I can pick up anything else from the conversation.
Okay. Well, that's all. So the bamboo steel forest region. So that's what you got. Um.
Hmm.
And am I familiar with where that would be?
Yes, you are definitely familiar with that. It is from your homeland,
Okay.
and it's primarily used for crafting the weapons of your homeland.
Okay.
What is
Well,
Nao doing in this situation?
Nothing.
Okay, because you're tapping, it's like saying like, "Oh, what about me?"
I am fidgeting.
Okay, yeah,
If I had food, I'd be eating.
yeah, okay, it's okay.
Yeah, Adrian will say, "Why was that message distorted?"
You are not able to comprehend this? Interesting.
No.
Interesting. It must be only people of our society that is able to understand this.
Are you able to translate it into common?
Sadly, no. This is the only this is the only type this is the only translation of the name of this place. Sadly, I cannot translate it to your common tongue.
How about Elvin?
I cannot translate this to any other form of language, sir.
Who would know the translation? Do you know who would know the translation of that?
Say that again.
Do you know who? Yes, the caretaker. Who would know the translation?
Someone of the ancient societies of Oni.
Maybe, maybe Ichigo would know.
Hang on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, it's because you're kind of like distorting with everything.
Adrian will think to himself. Maybe Ichigo will know. Would Ichigo be? Would Ichigo be aware of what I hear, or
He is
because I
aware.
can?
He is aware of your surroundings. So whatever you experience, he experienced. So he is very much
Okay.
aware.
Yeah, because I don't think Adrian would be able to replicate the sound that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I said, your relationship with Ichigo is like of a symbiotic relationship in this sense.
Yeah.
So whatever you experience, he experiences. So if you're experiencing a new taste of food, he also experiences it.
Okay. Adrian will attempt to commune then with Ichigo.
Okay. You manage to commune with him quite easily now. He says, "Yes, my young student. You wish to know what that caretaker entity spoke about, correct?"
Yes.
Hmm. He
Is
speaks of the bamboo steel forest. It is a place of my homeland that is mainly used for harvesting the steel and metals needed to craft our weapons and armor.
that is quite far. That would. I don't think we'll have the time to gather the metal there. Unfortunately, go there to
Sadly,
get just to gather the metal.
sadly, yes, we do not have the proper resources or means to travel to my homeland.
Maybe there can be a substitute to metal that I can use instead.
Hmm.
How else would How else? How would normal people or normal blacksmiths or magic users be able to create magic items without bamboo steel?
This is specifically built for it, but I do not know. I guess you would have to. What is it that you mortals say? Experiment a little?
Hmm. I'll try talking to some blacksmith in town then.
The reason spirit steel is more compatible is because it is able to compensate the immense magic power from the black dusk stones.
Perhaps maybe I'm blanking on the name on it for some reason. The super hard metal.
Adamantium
Yeah, perhaps maybe adamantium would be.
or calcum.
Yeah, perhaps adamantium will be a good substitute.
I do not know, but you must experiment with it.
That'll be. These will be expensive experiments then.
Like I said, these are unorthodox. We do not have the means to properly recreate it by scratch.
Well, thank you for your help,
As
Ichigo.
always, it is a pleasure, my dear student. And he gives a bow. No, he doesn't appear. He just speaks to you via through thoughts and everything. So yeah, okay,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. So at this time, Layla and Emma return, and I guess Layla is visibly upset right now. I guess.
Yes, he's more tired than upset.
Okay. So what is Layla going to do now that they have returned?
Is it still like what time is it now?
Like I said, it was 5. So the moment you left and everything, and everybody else was doing it, you guys now approach 7:30 to 8 o'clock.
And make myself dinner.
Well, you have rations. I guess you
That's
guys.
I guess that's what we're having.
Unless you guys did do grocery shopping and did actually get food.
I don't. We did.
Yeah, yeah. So for the
Didn't Layla bring food?
what?
Didn't Layla bring food when she was first introduced?
Those were sweets. But
No, like when
no,
you're first introduced to like the
it
orphans.
was fish because I cut off the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that was
BRB, I need to go get something real quick.
it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, you guys have rations and everything, so you could eat that. So yeah. So yeah, it's getting around that time. So what is everybody gonna do?
This caretaker that Adrian was talking to, is he human? Is he elf, or what is he?
The okay, so you did
He's
look.
magic computer.
So okay, so you did see a Sheikah tablet. So it's like it's a stone handheld tablet size. That is the size of a clipboard, if you would. Okay, but made of stone. And whenever he activates it, a glowing magical thing appears. If you go to game chat and you go to pinned messages, and you scroll down, you would see an orange circular orb or something called Caretaker. Do you see it?
Let's see.
Game chat pinned messages. It's right below Shala and above the Raven.
6th from the bottom.
Do you see it?
Not yet. Okay, yes, I do. I see it.
Okay,
Okay.
so that is what appears when the tablet is activated. So it's kind of like a floating magical entity that is, so it's basically an artificial intelligent that is made from the ancient Oni civilization.
Okay. I got you. At some point, I'll speak with Adrian about telling him that I was able to pick up on some of that he heard.
Okay.
Or I'll just ask him about his interest in the bamboo forest. Tell him that I've heard stories of it as well.
Okay. Layla, you see Shala kind of like sit and begins to eat, and she like just looks at you, and she kind of like just looks away, just like not wanting to make eye contact with you because she is not wanting a repeat of what happened last time with you.
Care.
Say it again.
Yeah, I don't. I pay her no mind.
Okay. So everybody's
Actually,
eating.
there is something.
Oh.
Did I already ask Shala if she knew there were any Ferrum agents in town?
No, you did not ask her any of that. The only thing you asked about was if there was a black site or where your sister was or if there was anything else that she was hiding, but you did not specifically ask if there was Firum agents within the town. You did not ask that.
Shala,
Yeah.
I hope you had a good morning.
Uh,
Mine
I'm
was
back.
rather difficult.
really?
You wouldn't happen to know if there are any Farum agents in town?
As soon as you do that, she was drinking her water skin, and as you said that, like she kind of like tenses up and squeezes the water skin, which actually squirts out some of the water, and like what?
Do you know if there are any Farum agents in town?
No. Why? Are there agents in town? Are there?
Do I
I know
overhear this
she's
conversation?
You're at the table,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Of course, there are Farum agents in town.
There is. Do tell.
Agents of what specifically?
The AED. Is that the correct way? Is it
Yeah,
the
yeah, it's the AED. And Nail, you immediately click and you know what Layla is talking about.
I doubt the AED is in town. They don't have any authority to operate here.
Authority, right. We obey those things.
Well, no, I doubt they obey them. But nobody's going to know if they're in town. They're going to make very well that nobody knows that they're in town.
I know in general they're here, but have you seen them?
No, I try to avoid the magic place. If they have to come speak to me, it's normally my head.
As in perceive. Wait. Your head?
Yeah, I'm a magic user. And an alchemist. You know, if they're asking questions to me, it's normally not, oh, how are you? Want some tea? It's more, what did you do? Why did you do it? Stab him. They're not known for their tact, the AED. At least not that I'm aware of. What's your interest with the magic piece?
Looking for them. Need information from them.
Layla, do I need to make a save against this, detect thoughts?
Yes.
Okay, and the spell
Your
DC
wisdom?
is 15, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. You immediately
Yeah.
hear.
It's a wisdom saving throw, yeah.
Yeah. So, Layla, in your head, as you are detecting the thoughts of Shala, immediately it hits you like you hear her voice saying like, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Are they here? Are they here? Do they know I'm here? Oh boy, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Things are gonna get bad. Oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. This will end up so badly. So many people are gonna get hurt. Damn, this is so bad. Is she speaking truth?" And she looks at you frightened right now.
Calm emotions. Settle down. I'm looking for them. They don't know we're here. Well, they don't know I'm here. If they did, A lot of corpses are gonna pile up, but either way.
You see Shala, like, slowly calms down. I can't believe this is happening. I swear I can't believe this is happening, Shala says.
Well, when you live the lives we do, things rarely are boring.
She then mutters something in Elvish.
Mm.
Hmm?
Don't understand Elvish, so
Y-
she gets away with it.
Wait, what?
Only
don't-
Adrian speaks Elvish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so only Adrian speaks Elvish. So Adrian, you pick up this thing that she says. Need to find you. There we
So
go.
what?
Okay, so this is
So what's this?
the phrase.
Okay, Agent asks to the party. So what's this about Furum spies?
Oh,
Well,
I'm looking for them.
I wouldn't call the agents of the Magic Police spies. Their job is to make sure that magic users aren't, doing what this cult is doing. But their authority is simply
So
from
this is what she utters in Elvish. Adrian.
Where?
Okay, I sent you a direct message in Discord.
Oh, DM. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I DM'd what she uttered because only you understand Elvish.
Yeah, I speak
Okay.
Celestial and Dragon.
And where? Sorry, where is this coming from again?
This is Shala. She is muttering this, and everything after the whole conversation with Serum agents and everything. So she is uttering this, under her breath that you pick up.
She's having a minor panic attack.
Yes.
Shala, why are you panicking over these Furum agents? Agent asks.
She just falls silent and says, let's just say I am trying to avoid them for particular reasons that should not be explained at this time.
Out of character, what's Agent's relationship with the guards? Because I know he was banished, but I don't know if he's like wanted or anything. Because I don't think he's wanted.
No, you're not.
He's just banished, I think.
With the guards of Aten Port?
Oh no, like Furum.
Well, you're disowned doesn't mean
Yeah,
that
disowned and
banished.
disowned and banished.
Yeah, not in the sense that they would probably go and hunt you down and kill you. It's just, they would not want to be anywhere near you, and they might say hurtful and bad things, and they would just really
Spit at you.
Yeah, basically they would detest being in the same room with you.
Okay.
You weren't legally banished. You were socially ostracized.
Yeah.
Or were you
Yeah.
legally banished?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry, we'll keep you hidden here, Agent S says. But that depends on what you did, though.
It's complicated.
It,
I will reveal all in due time, but you have to trust me, Adrian.
Agent speaks to her in Elvish
Okay.
about and asking her what her little rant is, or what she was saying about. I think it was fine. I say, well, it's difficult unless we go like into a different call. He will say, as long as everybody doesn't metagame, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
What's this about Anubis?
She just says in Elvish and like, oh, I'm just asking him to protect me from being, killed or being, dead from certain things. I'm asking for, being spared of being killed and dying and all of that. That's it's a prayer, I guess you would
Okay.
say.
I didn't know you worshipped Anubis. Isn't Anubis the god of death in Egyptian?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And she says, I don't worship him. It's more of like a simple prayer that, hey, I say, Anubis, if you Anubis, please spare me and protect me from death and everything. She is asking the god of death to protect her from death.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else?
Agent will ask Shala, does Agent know what Shala or Layla was doing today, or what did Layla tell him?
Well, it's up to Layla, but I did give you the whole rundown that, hey,
Yeah.
Layla found some information about her backstory and, like, character arc and everything, so it's up to Layla if she wants to disclose that to you.
Well, Agent will message Layla and asks, when you spoke to your sister, did she appear to you in your dreams, or was she purely a voice?
She appeared in my dreams.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
She appeared in my dream.
So you saw her?
Yes, our psychic connection reconnected.
So I found something very interesting in this book. This is all through message, so nobody hears this other than between the two of us.
Okay.
In this book, this chaotic being called the Deceiver, he mimics the voices of loved ones and manipulates their loved ones of the voice they copied. I just wanted to let you know and warn you about that.
Thank you, but I'm pretty sure this is Sophia. She knew something that only Sophia would know.
He nods. I think that's it.
Okay.
I also telepathically ask him, do you know any Farum agents in town?
Farum agents? Not that I know of.
I need to find some in order to get started looking for my sister. They're the only ones who could perhaps give me a lead on the black site she's probably being kept in.
If I did know if they're in town, I wouldn't let you harm them, Adrian says.
Excuse me.
Oh boy.
You wouldn't let me what?
I wouldn't let you harm them. You're able to question them.
Is this telepathically? Is this telepathically?
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Okay.
telepathic fight. Just like
Okay.
weird glares.
like the DM god is like, okay, I'm backing away from this situation. Oh boy.
I was not willing to hurt Layla for once. Even though I still like Shala, so I'm not gonna hurt her unless she betrays me.
Besides, if you
But
were to harm them,
Ferrum agents, however. But as you were saying, what's
yeah.
your justification?
Besides, if you were to harm them, that would just bring more trouble, and we're in enough trouble already.
But here's the thing. I promise not to kill them. That's all I can guarantee you. But accidents happen.
I'll allow
And they have to be
mind
very
manipulating
cooperative.
magic, but no harming. Nothing, no harm will come to them. I am still loyal to Furum.
You're loyal to it, while they are never loyal to you back.
It is my own decision to go down this path.
Out.
It was not there.
You must understand. If Ferrum agents were holding information about your sister's whereabouts, would you care about how many of them you would harm to get the information?
Agent thinks for a minute. I'd probably use my manipulation magic on them. Now that I have them.
Now that you have. Very well, that's your way. But I always have my way. End of call.
Again, we don't need more attention or trouble drawn to us, and if you harm or attack Furum agents, that could bring the attention of the more Furum agents to attack us.
True, but if a tree falls in the woods and no one hears it, did it make a sound?
Does that mean you'll kill them?
Well, there wouldn't. Kill is a very kind word. There wouldn't be much left of them. So long as they cooperate, nothing bad will happen to them.
I won't allow that, and
I'll try to do it your way. I'll ask them super, super duper nicely.
I can help. I have mind manipulation magic as well.
This is like, whatever.
Yes, he is also very persuasive. Yeah, he is suggestion. So I will accompany you when you're searching for these Furum agents, then. Because I can also be able to help. I can also help.
You may.
And then agent will go back to reading the translated version of the book.
Okay. Anything else that you guys want to do before you want to do your long rest? Anything?
No, not for me at least.
For me.
Okay. Nail?
Nope.
Okay. Phaedra?
No, I'm good.
Didn't you want to talk to Adrian?
Oh yeah. Um, is I just kind of want to tell him, that I was able to, not that I was eavesdropping or anything, but I did kind of pick up on a little bit of what he was talking about with the caretaker,
Mm.
and it seemed like you were having some problems understanding part of it, but there was a few things that stuck out to me.
And what would that be?
About the bamboo forest.
The bamboo forest? Adrian is acting. So he's doing a performance. This is. I don't think you'd be rolling insight, because you're not suspicious of them. Okay, his acting is not very good. He's a little bit suspicious. He seems like he already knows about the bamboo forest.
Okay. Well, just in the future, if you need any help, perhaps I can help you.
Yes, I am looking for material to build a better magic sword than the one that I currently have. There is currently a powerful foe that is immune to this sword. So I'm looking for a sword, looking to build a sword that can overcome his immunity. That's
Well,
what Agent tells you.
there's excellent materials for weaponsmithing in the bamboo forest, but it's not an easy place to get to or to come back from.
You know about the bamboo forest?
Well, I've traveled many places. I know a little bit about everything and a lot about nothing. But I have heard stories of that place.
What have you heard? Because
I
I
just-
currently do not know where this place is.
Not many people do. It's well guarded, and it's not a place that you can just get to by simply, a short boat ride or anything like that. It's
Well
a place.
guarded?
It's a place you have to prepare to go to.
Sounds
But-
difficult. Well, I'm currently trying to find alternatives to this material found in the bamboo forest, as it's quite far. As from what you say, it's quite far away and difficult to get to.
Something right now that I don't think we're prepared to go deal with.
Yes.
But something in the future I could probably help you with.
Okay. Well, I guess. Do you know much about the spirit steel that resides there?
A little bit, but it's like I said, it's a journey that we would have to prepare to take, and right now, I don't think we're ready to go.
Since we're not ready to go, I'm trying to find an alternative to the metal. Do you know what kind of metal would be the closest, or
Well,
work just as well as spirit metal?
Well, I have heard adamantium is extremely quality material.
Actually, Phaedra, if
Mhm.
you would, make a history check. With advantage, since you are talking about your homeland.
Would it be nature? Since
No, it
it's
would be history since this is talking about forging the weapon and knowing about the materials. This would be
okay.
history.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20.
Okay, I'm trying to understand what's the difference between orichalcum and
The
adamantite.
specific qualities.
Yeah, like that.
So, adamantium is really hard. Orichalcum is a rare, naturally occurring, magical vein.
Say that again. You were breaking up.
I'm barely talking, that's why. So it's a magic metal, one. So the most common use of orichalcum is to create or enhancement of magical weapons or armor. Skilled smith can bend orichalcum into steel to create magical alloy. The nature of orichalcum helps facilitate this process, allowing it to seep into the steel as if blended, even though it's just been worked together. I mean, this is what it's made to do.
Okay, so Phaedra, with your knowledge, the best substitute from spirit steel will be orichalcum.
Okay.
I mean, it's naturally attracted to the weave of magic.
So it seems like adamantium is more substance.
Adamantium's just extremely hard.
Right.
It's nearly unbreakable. Orichalcum is a metal that flows with magic.
Okay, and so I'll explain that to Adrian that orichalcum could be, if you're looking to infuse a weapon with magic, that may be your better bet.
Yeah, I've never heard of Alcarcum. I can try asking the blacksmiths if they have any, maybe. Thank you for your help.
Absolutely.
Hey, what time is it right now in the day?
9 o'clock right now. Well,
Uh,
no, 8:30 right now. 8:30.
it's been a long day for everybody, I think, so I think we should all get some rest for day ahead. Just in case if any more news of the cult occurs, Agent says. To everybody, basically.
Mm-hmm.
They'll probably make themselves appear. Who knows?
Yeah.
So everybody's going to sleep.
Yeah, since Adrian needs very little sleep, he will keep watch.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you take the first watch. Everybody's sleeping. Okay. Phaedra,
Mm-hmm.
while you are sleeping, you are visited by memories of your significant other. You are reminded of the good old days. And then this dream, in the dream of this, your significant other asks, do you think we will ever you know, get away from this place and just explore the world.
Someday, my love, someday.
Okay, and I would say that for the rest of the night, you are very well visited with good, happy memories of your significant other.
Okay.
Nail.
Yeah.
You are in for a treat. I need to find what I need to find. Yeah, here we go. You find yourself, while you are sleeping, you find yourself in a dark cavern. And there is dim light coming off across the stone, the algae, and everything. You recognize this cave. This is the Cave of Souls from Firchum. You were told legends about this, about how it's dangerous, how it could lead to certain deaths. And yet you find yourself in the cave. What are you gonna do?
Walk forward.
You walk forward deeper into the cave. You then hear a sound, a voice, saying, "So, another one seeks my treasure. Tell me, sneak thief, do you believe you will escape?" And because you are in a cavern, like the voice kind of like echoes and bounces against the walls, making it hard for you to pinpoint where it's coming from.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not very sneaky just walking straight in.
Oh, a sassy one. I must say, I think I would enjoy this. You keep walking until you come up to a large, open stone, room slash, thing within the cavern and caves. And you see hordes and hordes of gold, silver, and jewels. And a throne, and you see a figure on the throne.
Fancy place you got here. Maybe a bit messy. Have you ever thought about organizing your piles of money?
No response.
I don't know, I'm gonna walk around, look at the piles of stuff.
You look, you see that it's Fairham cultured jewels, chalices, and all of that. And some of this is actually depicted back, like, before the flare. Like, this is, like, post-flare artifacts. This is way before the flare even happened.
Uh, I'll examine some of the pieces of stuff, comment on them, like, nice, this one's old, keep putting them back, picking them up, putting them back, not taking anything.
Yeah, as you are doing that, you feel a slight cold, like, touch going up your neck and everything as you're doing that. And it recedes and disappears.
A marvelous collection of things you have. Such a pity that they have to be in such a out of the way place.
This is my kingdom. This is my treasure. It is all mine. All mine. And what are you going to do now?
Art that isn't seen isn't of any value.
Really?
Only when people come to see things does art and culture have any worth. Hiding those treasures away, they might as well be pebbles.
At this point, I would say that you then see snakes start to emerge from the gold piles. And when I say snakes, I mean snakes. A lot of snakes.
I think I seem to have upset you.
And
Sorry for the crass comment, but I must admit there is some truth to that.
at this point, you see where the figure is sitting in the chair of the throne, basically. And now you actually get a good look. It's a skeleton. A really decomposed skeleton. And you see snakes start to emerge from the eye sockets and the mouth and the chest and the ribs and everything. And these are like very dangerous snakes, like poisonous snakes, native to Firhum. And you then see the snakes kind of like block your exits and everything, just hissing at you. And you just hear the voice. Did you really think that you could just waltz in here and then think you could waltz out without any... what is it you call... punishment? As you then feel something kind of like touch your ankles. Like behind your legs and everything. And you turn, you see nothing. You felt the sensation of the cold stroking on your neck again. You turn, nothing is there. Until you are quickly bound tightly. Something really is holding you down. Holding you still. And you see a figure right in front of you, grasping your shoulders and everything, and you just see what appears to be a woman's face, except it's filled with scales and horns and pointed ears. She has yellow eyes with snake-like features, fangs sharp as knives, and she says, "I am going to enjoy devouring you." And goes for the kill. You wake up.
That is a very creepy dream.
And you notice on your arm, you notice what appears to be a snake.
Scratch marks?
No,
Oh, snake bite?
snake pattern. You know when a snake coils around something and would leave like an indentation of the coil if like if the body is covered in ink, it
An
kind of like,
impression of scales?
yes, styled in a coiling snake on your arm.
That was a creepy dream.
So yeah, you now have this on your arm.
Well, that seems like a problem for later.
So yeah, that's what happens. So who's gonna take up next watch?
I will.
Okay.
Maybe.
If you want to go, that's perfectly fine. So that means Adrian will go to sleep.
Yeah, just for 4 hours.
Yeah, just for 4 hours in trance. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
What's the
So,
worst
yeah.
that can happen to him?
Yes. What's the worst thing that could happen in your sleep?
You have kinky dreams about Gorgons.
So Adrian, as you rest your eyes and sleep for about 4 hours, but during those hours, you find yourself in a tower, crumpled and destroyed.
Do I recognize this tower?
It is familiar, somewhat. You see a figure kneeling down, battle worn and everything, exhausted, with a sword supporting them, and you see an entity outstretched and hovering at this individual. It cackles and then begins to do a hand motion, opening portals, and coming through those portals, you recognize what comes towards the portals. You recognize these creatures. They are the same creatures you fought on the beach in Viking's Landing. These are the same creatures you fought just recently. They are coming through these portals, and it's because of this entity. And you see this entity has horns and a tail and is floating. This figure with the sword stands and begins to attack, cutting them down one by one, and is about to rush to strike at this individual that's summoning them through these portals. Everything freezes. Everything stops.
Okay, so
But as that stops, Adrian?
yes, I'm still listening.
Okay. As this happens, Adrian, the entity that is summoning these creatures, the head slowly turns to address you. And it just simply says, "It has been so long, my dear, dear samurai." And grins with a sharp teeth and everything. And I hope to see
Ichigo?
you. No, as you look around the figure with the sword, you recognize this person. It's Ichigo.
Yeah, he's not the one who's talking to me, right?
Ichigo is not talking to you. It is this
Yeah.
entity that is doing the whole summoning of the portals, but everything is frozen, everything's frozen. But the head of this entity moves and addresses you and just smiles, and the floor beneath you gives way as you fall into a deep dark pit until you fall, you fall, you fall until you land, and you land in a forest, a regular forest this time. And you recognize this forest. You recognize it because you've been here before when you went to visit that church in the East Ward. And you see off in the distance, in this fog, in this mist, the same green, vile colored flame slowly approaching you. What do you do?
I'll run to where the fire bells are.
What?
Usually there's bells or whatever to signify that there's fire. He starts.
No, 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 no. No, no. This is a green vile thing, but it is that of a lantern. It's not fire, it's like a light emanating
Oh,
in the
okay.
mist. Like a lantern.
Oh, so this is the same lantern from that goddess of death.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Adrian will wait for it to come, I guess.
It approaches. It's coming to your direction, but as it kind of like gets closer, it fades and disappears.
Okay.
You just see the mist, the fog, as it's slowly entrapping you in the sense of removing any visibility you have. What do you do?
What was the goddess's name again?
You did not get the name.
Hmm.
I believe I did not give you the name.
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Adrian will say, "Have I atoned? I wish to atone still."
No response.
I guess you'll just explore the forest then.
You explore the forest. As you explore, you feel yourself being chained up, like restrained, pushed down, and your head is locked in place by a wooden thing, like a padlock thing. And then a voice. You are charged with breaking, disgrunting, destroying property How do you plea?
Do you recognize his voice?
Do you recognize this voice? Make
Yeah.
a perception check. $11.
11, yeah.
Vaguely, it is familiar, but you can't put your finger on it.
Who's guilty for property damage? Adrian
Property
asks?
damage, and harming of a child and everything.
No, he asks that.
Yeah, the person's listing it. And this person seems not to address you. It is not listening to what you have to say. It's like you're invisible, or your voice is not being heard.
Okay, he'll look to see who this person is talking to then.
You look, and you see what appears to be a fearsome executioner.
Who's the executioner executing?
I did say that you were pushed down, restrained, your head locked in
Me?
place
Okay.
what appears to be a wooden padlock.
Mhm.
And then you see like masses of people looking and everything. And then you see your father. And then you see a scared little boy.
Who's the little boy?
Make a perception check. You try
9.
9? 9?
Yeah, I got a 9.
Mm-hmm. You look. You try to look and everything. It's very hard to tell, but you could tell that you must know this person. And it says, you served as the butler for this family, and you returned that service by destroying their property and trying to harm their son. You are hereby charged with execution. And you actually realize that you're in like a padlock thing, but you notice when you look down, you see a basket.
Adrian will say, yes, it was my fault. Not the butler's.
Again, not even responding to your comments and everything. And you see the executioner at a lever. He pulls it, and you just hear a quick sound, followed by a zoom,
Like a thunk.
like a thump, and then your head drops from your body and lands in the basket, and it kind of looks up, like as it drops into the basket, the angle is perfect where you see it was a guillotine. And you remember this. And you remember this quite vividly. And you snap back awake.
He will sigh. And just rub his temple, basically.
His temple, like his
Yeah,
forehead.
his forehead. Yeah.
Okay. As you do that, you feel like your throat is dry.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Okay, he'll drink from his water skin then.
Okay, you drink from your water skin, and you begin to cough as soon as you drink your water skin. You begin to cough. Like, for some
Okay.
reason, you can't digest or down this water. For some reason.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you'll feel his throat, I guess, then?
You feel your throat,
Yeah.
and you feel what appears to be marks of where someone had cut off your head.
Interesting.
And you take 1 extra point of exhaustion, and
One extra point? I already have an exhaustion?
yeah, you already have an exhaustion, which is your movement is halved. But
No, the first point of exhaustion is I think something else.
yeah, I'm looking at the charts. Trying to find the exhaustion chart. Okay, here we go. Okay, so your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on all ability checks. So,
Okay.
on top of having your speed halved, you also have disadvantage on ability checks until you clear this affliction that you have right now.
Hmm. And I guess when he wakes up, he'll go over to the church that he was originally where this happened.
As soon as like the whole long resting is done, are you gonna go alone, or are you gonna wait until everybody else wakes up? Or are you just gonna go in the middle of the night?
Yeah, when he wakes up from that dream, he'll go.
Okay. You wake up and you see Layla is up on watch. Do you notify Layla where you're going, or are you just gonna go without telling her?
Adrian will say, "I'm just going for some fresh air."
That's fine.
Okay, you go. Layla, nothing happens for the rest of your watch. Everything else is going quite smoothly. Adrian, you head to that church.
Mm-hmm.
You see that there is light emanating from the church. What do you do?
He'll knock on the door.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. As you knock on the door, slowly the door opens, but yet no one is there opening the door, and no one is there greeting you.
He'll walk in.
You walk inside. Everything is candlelit. Everything is shining. You see the statue of the nun and everything. What do you do?
You'll begin to pray and say that he wishes to atone.
You're still in the doorway. You're still in the
No,
doorway.
he'll enter.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll enter.
As soon as you enter and start walking, the door behind you immediately slams shut.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because swords do that.
yeah. So you begin approaching the statue.
He'll look around,
No one is
see if there's
there.
anybody inside.
No one's
Okay.
there.
Yeah. He'll approach the statue then, and
Okay. Before you see on a table the chalice that you drank from, and you see trinkets on the table along with the chalice. I need you, my dear friend, to roll for me 3 1d100s.
69, 32, and 90.
Okay, give me a moment. I need to get you the table of charts to see where where the trinkets are.
Nice.
Got it. Okay, so you said 69?
Yes.
A crystal doorknob, quite similar from the last one that you had the first time you arrived, and it had the same and it has the same symbol for the church's holy symbol. And 32, you see a knife, and you recognize this knife to be Firham designed. Did you get that?
Yep, I got it.
And 90?
Yep.
You see an ancient arrow of elven design. What do you do?
Pick up the doorknob because the doorknob symbolizes opening a new door, setting a new path.
Okay.
And that butler would often polish doorknobs in the manor.
Okay. So you place the crystal doorknob in the hands of the statue. You
Mm-hmm.
kneel down with the chalice and you take a drink, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You just repeat what he did the first time.
I need you to make a wisdom check for me.
Okay. 11.
Ooh, okay. So you drink, you begin to do the whole meditation, and you feel your head pounding with pain immediately. You collapse, and then you soon wake up. But this time, you wake up within the church. However, this church is very different.
How different?
Hang on. I am trying to find proper music for this. Here we go. The church that you knew was Celtic Victorian Gothic. This is just pure demonic, nightmarish, jagged, everything. You see where the tapestries were and everything? You see corpses hanging from there, outstretched with their arms and everything. Their guts and entrails spilled out. The statue does not show the nun anymore. It shows... Did I actually put a picture? Yes, I did. It just shows this entity as a statue. If you go to game chat and pin messages,
Yeah, I see it.
yeah, it just shows this with the sword and everything, holding a skull. And you then hear,
Oh,
"Hi."
the lady with the sword?
Yeah, the lady with the sword and everything, and the lady has the sword and holds a skull in its hand as well. You then hear voices. Hi, Shaya, Kunoa. You turn and you see warriors in old decrepit armor, and you notice that they are skeletons with green eyes of energy, just like the lady you met before, and they converse and they turn to look at you. And they just keep speaking in a tongue that you don't understand. Di hai o Chaiya Kunaho.
Agent will say, I wish to atone.
Shark Niak Atona. It's an answer, they say, and they seem a bit agitated.
Okay. He'll stay silent then.
They move aside and they all point at the door to the exit of the church. And they just say, Ari Anoko.
Agent will go to the door then.
Okay. As you go to the door, you notice that the crystal doorknob is on the door.
I guess he'll open it then.
You open it,
Mm-hmm.
and you find yourself in a dungeon.
You look around the dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see skeletons chained to the wall. You see semi-alive people with their entrails out and everything. And you just hear a voice. But I didn't do it. I'm innocent. I didn't do it. And you see chained up, beaten, hurt, the butler that served your family.
He'll go over to him and does he look malnourished?
Very malnourished, beaten, bruised, bloody.
He will take out his water skin.
You do not have your equipment with you.
He will attempt to unshackle him.
As you go to try to touch the shackles, your hands pass right through it. And then you hear a door opening, and you see Pharaoh armed guards, but you see them a bit distorted, corrupted, more nightmare-ish. Their faces are not humanoid faces, they're just shadow and red and jagged and everything. And the butler says, "No, I tell you, I'm innocent. I didn't break it, please." And they just beat him and then move him to a thing, and they begin to like beat and whip him until he's bloodied.
I tell them to stop doing it. Adrian will tell them to stop.
They keep doing it. It's like you're not there.
So his hands just pass right through them too.
Oh yeah, you pass right through them.
Okay. There isn't much that he can do then. He'll tell the guards that it was him that, even though they can't hear him, he'll say that I was the one who that broke the vase.
It just keeps happening. As soon you just become so numb to the noise as you cover your ears. Just you keep hearing it as you get sick to your stomach until it stops, and you find yourself back in a void with only a single flicker of light, which is the green, vile color lantern that this woman is holding in front of you, and she just stares at you. She says nothing as she just continues to stare at you.
Adrian will say again that he wishes to atone.
You wish to atone? Tell me, why should you be granted to atone?
Because I believe people deserve a second chance, Adrian says.
You are the reason for that man's suffering. You are the reason for that man's innocent death. You are the reason for that black mark on your heart. And you seek atonement. No. Your due is punishment. Until you are dealt with it. Your actions have consequences. Anything you do will always have a backlash. So tell me something, boy, she says in a deep tone. What are you willing to lose because of your arrogance?
I've already lost a lot, but I've not. So much so that I don't have much left.
You lost your pride, you lost your privilege. Meaningless. You chose to serve another god in order to protect your people. You lost your honor, wisdom, but you had not lost their respect. Meaning. A life for a life.
I am not willing to sacrifice myself or anybody. I still have rights or wrongs that need a right in this world as well.
The woman starts to walk off, and before she walks off completely, she says, "Who said anything about your life being forfeited?" And she disappears in the forest.
Oh no, Adrian said that he said before saying his life, he says that that's there he wouldn't sacrifice an innocent person. That's what he said. He said he wouldn't sacrifice an innocent person or sacrifice himself in this way, as he still has wrongs he needs to right.
Uh-huh. But, like I said, the woman says, "Who said anything about your life or innocent lives being forfeited? I only punish the guilty. You are guilty, but someone else is guilty for this man's death." And she leaves, and you wake up in the church.
Hmm.
And you wake up in the church, coughing and everything, and you take 2 psychic damage from this encounter.
Well, minimum damage. Okay.
So yeah,
Is he still exhausted?
you still have the point of exhaustion of halved speed and disadvantage.
Hmm. Is there anybody in the church left, or what?
Like I said,
Is anybody in the church now?
No. No.
Okay. Well, he will. I guess he'll return to.
You'll return to the shack?
To the shack, yeah.
Okay, so you leave the church, and I would say, like, just a block away, you turn. The lights are still there, but a moment later, the lights are gone. And you return back to the shack.
Okay. You will enter the shack and attempt a second long rest, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's a good way to end the session, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah. That's all right.
No one leveled up. But I will say, hang on. I'm thinking. Does anybody have inspiration still? I can't tell.
Adrian used he used to have inspiration, but he used it, I think.
Okay.
You've only given out like one thing of inspiration.
Yeah, because no one did anything inspiring. Nobody did anything heroic or out of the blue and everything. So
Adrian did, and then he got inspiration for it, but
yes. I award inspiration for clever thinking and problem solving.
Mhm.
So, like, whenever you're in a situation and you want to, like, do something, like, either in combat or in social role play, I will award
A-
like inspiration for clever thinking and a good
Adrian didn't
roleplay.
get inspiration for using his owls to hover down, like an owl whisperer or
Hmm.
owl man from the building.
Okay. So yeah. So please mark on your character sheets of the important details I noted in this session. So Nail, you have that scaled, coiled up snake on your arm. You could decide which arm. Layla, you found out some information about your lineage and all of that from Shala. Phaedra, you try to investigate more uh, on Autumn and June, but you failed. But you didn't discover anything else. And Adrian, you discovered something new about the item that you wish to craft, and you have the materials list that you need to craft it, and you also now have these 2 points of exhaustion of disadvantage and have speed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So that's good housekeeping. So yeah, I'll end the session there. I'll see you guys 2 weeks from now.